Steve, game really. At one stage we seemed to have the thing in our hands. It was, we were almost coasting. Perhaps that was the problem. And then suddenly we're drawing, and then they seem to take the initiative, and we seem to start very slow in the second half. So, quite sure it was a bit of a topsy-turvy match, wasn't it? I thought.
Take my job, Jim. I don't want to time in the changing room. Started well, obviously got the goal, and then at half time I told them they took the foot off the pedal. Started playing casual football, which that's not what I wanted to do. Let them back into it, and then we seemed to turn up the pace again and get on top, put some balls in dangerous areas. Second half come out, I think they were still left in the changing room, and they scored. And then, to be fair, we could have had two or three goals right at the end, because last 20 minutes we upped the pace again, and they didn't really cause any problems, apart from Billy Medlock's free kick that dipped just over, but we had 3 clear chances. I just said to him in there, I said, you can't turn games on and off and play when you want to play. And disappointing to go out. You can see we don't practice penalties. But either in or that game should have been dead and buried in the last 20 minutes for the chances we had. Balls in the 6-yard box, not really attacking it. Disappointed for the fans that we went out, because I believe we got Sitting Bull in the next round if we'd gone through at home, which would have put us a good chance of getting through again. But wasn't to be. I put a strong side out there because they needed minutes. They haven't played for 10 days, and I'm glad that they done that, because they got to be up and raring to go on Saturday. There were some good points out there tonight, but there was also some awful points, and I've addressed the awful points in there, praised the good bits, and hopefully Saturday we get it right, because it's a league game and the 3 points are the most important thing.
Good to see Parky getting some minutes under his belt, and Nick Wheeler as well, obviously.
Yeah, his legs went after about an hour. Tom Parkinson, just come back from injury, ain't done nothing for over a fortnight. Nick Wheeler, left him and Sonny off because they played every minute of every game so far this season, near enough. So they needed a bit more of a rest, because they worked hard at training. We've done a lot of running with them over the last 2 sessions. And they come on, you can see the quality they've got. They made a difference when they come on, I thought, because there was a bit more authority out there. Sonny at the back, he was making sure things happen. And I was a bit disappointed that we let the old tempo of the game drop, and I want my leaders there to sort of push us on. And that's the thing that disappointed me in the game today, because of we was on top, and then we let them get back into it. And you shouldn't let teams get back into it when you're on top. You've got to turn the screw, a bit like VCD down here, turn the screw and put them to the sword. And we didn't do that. We thought we could just up the tempo any time we want and get goals, and it doesn't. It comes back bite you on the bum, and it proved it with a penalty shootout.
Good to see Ellis Brown and James Folks get on the score sheet.
Yeah, James has deserved the goal for his performances this season. Had a few knockers at the start of the season. He's just stepped up a gear this year, even his defending side of it. And I've told him he's got to get some more shots off. And the goal was a brilliant goal. Played from the back down the side, and he's followed his ball. And he's got his deserved goal. And Ellis showed strength in the box and put it in the back of the net. Disappointing he didn't put the other one away, the easier one. Bluey's come on one-on-one, he's blazed it over when you'd expect him to put that in the Rich Rayner form he's on. So we did have chances, but if I'm being honest, did we warrant to go through? I'm not too sure with our attitude. That's disappointed me. The attitude in terms of, well, it's easy Ozy. I know I won't accept that. And they know that. They do know that. So Saturday be a different kettle of fish, and we've got to get the 3 points, because I've just heard that Dulwich lost tonight as well, which is
interesting.
It is interesting, because we've got a few games to catch up. With the Enfield game, we tried to arrange one today with Met Police, but they turned us down because that was the only team we could get. They turned it down. So at the moment we haven't got a game on that day when Enfield playing the 4th qualifying round. But we need to play these games to catch up, because I don't like teams having points in the bag and us having to catch them. I'd rather us have the points in the bag. So we go on to Saturday against Kingston. Went and watched them Saturday against Billericay, and they're a good side. We need to be on our game for 90 minutes, not just fits and starts like tonight, and we should come out with a decent result.
I'm afraid I'm going to mention the penalty shootout, and statistically, I mean, I've been around here following the Angels for about 25 years. Some of my mates in the bar there have been doing the same. We can't remember, nothing to do with you, of course. We can't remember Tonbridge ever winning a penalty shootout. It's been about 5 we can recall, and it was the same tonight. What's the magic, or what isn't the magic?
It's one of them. People say you practice them, but how many cups win at practice penalties? You know, the Ryman League Cup. You haven't got enough time in training to practice penalties. And the thing is, the boys braving up. They said, "I'll take one." You know, they've had I wouldn't say they've had a strenuous 90 minutes, because they probably only played 45 if you had it all up over the 2 halves. Just keep went the right way and saved them. You could say they were poor penalties or good saves, you know. But at the end of the day, they've won. They've gone through. My best to Gary and Danny to go through. I said, but the thing is that they're punching on the wall at the end because they beat us. So for them to cheer like that, all of a sudden Tonbridge Angels from a nothing side last year must be a bit of a scalp. You know, so just the players there. I wouldn't let my players do that, because you've got to play teams again, you've got to come across teams again. But they've enjoyed their win tonight, fair play to them. But we must be some sort of scout now for people to act like that. That's my opinion. But like I say, wish them well against Sittingbourne in the next round. We move on to the league.
Yeah. Well, good luck on Saturday. Go to King's Stadium.
Cheers.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks.
Cheers.